Does he listen to four or five experienced business people?
Yeah.
Or does he carry on with what he's doing? Yeah. What am I talking about? Bloody ridiculous. I think he started, by the way.
Have you started? So, hello everybody again, and this week's vlog is our first suggestion from our, I was going to say readership, I don't know if you readership or blog.
Readership, I don't know.
Audience, I think, okay.
Yeah. Fan base, Kate, fan base. Let's pretend we've got a fan base.
Well, we owe you one, because apparently, one time recently you did say that you give such great advice, Assad,
I do.
It's just brilliant. And
it's true.
True.
So this is from a gentleman by the name of Chris Grainger.
Thank you, Chris.
Who's a HR program manager, and he wanted to know what we thought in terms of what's more important when you're recruiting. Is it personality or is it experience? Obviously, experience to deliver the actual the role there. So,
and you do realise this is one where we threaten to agree. I think
we will agree. We've touched upon this quite recently, I think, in a vlog. So we should probably just expand on that a little bit. And I'm going to hand over to you on this one, Kate, because I do think we'll actually agree on the majority of this. So personality versus experience.
Okay. With a dangerous caveat, which is the word fit. I go with personality, hands down.
Okay.
And I reframe that as potential.
Yep.
And as talent.
Yep.
And I go so far in our industry in saying that I believe in creating jobs for people rather than fitting people to jobs. Now, the reason I did the caveat on fit, which I don't particularly want to linger on, is I think there is this horrible and difficult challenge around diversity and equality. And in HR speak, the way to phrase that now is diversity and inclusion. I think that's a very serious point.
Yeah.
And I think it's a real danger. Don't particularly want to linger on it for now, but it's my caveat to the go with the personality thing.
Okay.
So watch point. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. But I'm going with talent, potential, aptitude, attitude.
Yep.
Any time over anything you've done in the career history.
Okay. I would agree with that. With my own little caveat.
Yep.
Again, it's a pretty obvious one. But if the role is a little short-term role, you need particular skills and experience to deliver that.
That's a fair exception.
So we've got Louis in today filming us, and if we ask Lauren to come down and film us, she's got the personality, she's got the tenacity, she's got everything, but she don't know how to operate a camera.
Yeah, and she's just here for today, so that's pointless.
Yeah. So that would be my caveat. But I would agree with you most of the time, not high 90% of the time, that personality is much more important. I've alluded to it even in a previous vlog, and my thinking around how we recruit has changed over the course of the years at phase 3. But right now, if you ask me, personality, attitude, tenacity, all these kind of terms that you see on a job description, which I don't like, because I think people should have tenacity and personality and so on for a role. But anyway, that's a different topic altogether. All day long, personality, and a passion and a will to want to do well in life, And that's
so, Chris, there's your straight up answer. From us, it's personality, but devil's advocate time. Let's make a case for experience, just for fun. Let's make a case for experience, because I'll put a few to you.
Okay, go for it.
Right, well, one I point to is fit.
Yep.
And the danger of what that might mean in a bad way.
Yep.
And another one you've mentioned is short-termism and the investment.
Yep.
Because
Time
what you
needed
do to get around lack of experience, you
Yeah.
invest time,
Time,
support.
effort, yeah, resources.
With that might come the balance between experienced and lesser experienced people you've got within your business at one time for the business size.
Yeah.
Important point for small business people.
Yeah.
Now here's another one.
Okay.
We haven't really talked about this. What about what your customers think of you? So what about when you quite apparently don't have a lot of experience? Is that a problem for the world out there? We know it's okay because this person's great.
Yeah. Really good point. Really good
There
point.
you go.
I was engaged in
Answer Chris that one.
I was engaged in a Twitter conversation recently with somebody who said, "Oh, I'm sick of all the millennial bashing." Yeah, people who
Is that a thing?
Born,
Millennial
or,
bashing?
apparently it's a big thing. It's a big thing.
Okay.
Now, my response to him was, "You probably are one," which is why you're upset about it. But each generation, the previous generation, always thinks they worked harder. They do this, then the next generation. That's just life. I think that about my kids already, and they're only kind of youngsters.
And I'm like 4 months older than you, so I worked harder than you.
Yeah, you're about 6 months older than me, Kate. But
Okay.
March and November, actually about 8 months. But anyway, what was I saying? I was saying about millennials and what was I saying, Kate?
I don't know, but
What did you ask me?
March,
What
isn't
did,
it?
what did you ask me?
Millennial
So
bashing.
millennial bashing aside, it is very important to certain people that they see a level of experience in your team. The grey hairs, as they say, as the term goes. I don't personally agree with that, but sometimes it's about giving the customer what they want. Yeah.
Well, you can defend to a
hey,
certain
look,
point.
you can't teach experience. You can't teach experience. In our sector, in our industry as well, walking into sometimes a hostile, difficult environment in a tough project, somebody who's more experienced with better or more life skills will maybe just be able to understand that and handle that situation, calm it down a little bit better than perhaps somebody who's more technically gifted.
Okay, then here you
but
go.
hasn't got as much experience.
Here's a cliffhanger for you.
Okay.
You can't teach experience, but you can teach confidence.
You can't teach experience, but you can teach confidence.
Park that thought.
Okay, I agree with that. But I disagree a little bit of it, because I think you can only teach confidence to certain individuals.
So personality wins.
Whereas experience
there you go.
comes with time. Yeah.
Personality wins.
Personality wins. We both in the
Personality wins.
Hashtag personality wins.
Hashtag personality
Let's
wins.
get some t-shirts with team personality on it or something. No? Okay. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you all think. Personality versus experience. Look, the reality is, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of personal choice in there as well. I think the role itself is the killer, really, and that's going to determine whether it's personality or experience. But Kate and I are both certainly team personality. So Chris, thank you very much for your question. If anyone else has any questions or any topics, that they'd like Kate and I to cover, just let us know, comment, contact us directly, and we'll be happy to discuss them.
We will. Assad's personality wins.
Always, absolutely, and your experience. Thank you very much, guys. See you later. Bye bye.